Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel and a sunny Appledurcombe Gardens holiday park on the Isle of Wight. Today I'm just going to have another go at showing you how I put the awning up and see how we go. It's much better weather than we had at Tredegar House in Newport where it was very windy, but let's see how we get on. As I've said in a number of comments on Facebook, the important thing for me is to get Bessie, our Crusader, set up as though we're just going to use her on our own. So everything's pegged out. We could, if we wanted to, not put the awning up and we're ready to go. This way we know we've got a sound foundation, and when the awning goes on, we're not going to have any problems with anything flapping around. As you can see, we are on a bit of a slope from front to back, as you can see by the mud flaps at the bottom and how they're visible there, but at the front we are flapping around, but it's the best we can do to secure them on this slope. So it's going to be interesting putting the tension on the awning, but we're going to give it a go. First things first though, get all the poles ready, roughly in the position you're going to need them. That way you're not ferreting around looking for the right one to attach to a corner or a cross beam. May look a bit of a mess, but they're just handy for us as we put the awning up. So the awning's been unrolled, laid out on the ground. If the grass or the hard standing was a bit damp, we'd probably put the awning carpet down first, so you've got something just to protect the canvas underneath. But we're now ready to offer up the zips and start to zip her on. So just make sure the zip's ready. My secret weapon is an acrylic curtain rod that I got from Dunelm. Attach it to the zip. I've also got a piece of cord which I can use if needed, but this really helps get the zip up across the apex. So, do you want to come around? Ready? Is it going? Are we recording? Here we go. So, get the zip on. Always tough to get started. And then supporting the canvas as we go. And zip it on. The camera might get in the way a bit as we go along here. Pull the zip. Using the rod. Pull it across. Every time you hit a pole in the cabin, you sometimes get a bit of an obstruction. But Rose is just going to move the other side of the steps so I can get up there and pull it across. Steps need to move a bit so I can get the right bit of tension on the zip. There we go, straight across, down the other side. Hopefully it's filmed because there we go. In a fairly short period of time, it's zipped on. So there we are, in under 2 minutes the awning zipped on. And now I've done some cleaning in the past in this position, on the drive at home, but also on site, because it's a great opportunity to get any bird poo off and other things. But that's the first stage done. So now we're going to go inside and start to build the frame on from the inside of the awning, and let's see how we get on with this. First thing I do is build the T-frame that's going to be used to support the awning once we're inside. And it can lie flat until I get inside the awning. I'm now going to go inside. Rose is going to come in with me and see how we get on. Then we take the T-frame that we started to assemble earlier. Put the spike in the hole. Push it up on the leg. And that will support itself. Put the cross member in. Screw it in. Connect it up. Lock it in. And at this point you can tension that cross member. We don't have to come back to that one. So there we are. We're not holding anything, and the canvas is supported by the T-piece. Legs are hanging down and right a little bit breezy, so we won't walk away, but you could walk away and leave that. But the next thing now is to do is to get the corners inside up, and then we're well on our way.
Yeah.
So I'm connecting up the corner, put the pole in, pull it out, into the corner, find the hole, spike through, leg down, a bit of tension, and the side pole in. Lock it in place, a little bit of tension on that, not too much. And that's one side done. Second corner, spread slightly different angle, put the spike in first, then take the cross piece. Drop in the corner.
Oh, it's come out here.
Once again, a little bit of tension. what was that? So there we go. It's the inside started. All the inside poles, apart from the additional support ones, are in. The canvas does need tensioning, but it's a good start. Sorry, a bit of hiccups there. I'm just going to go outside and do the canopy poles because they're easy to do when they're not at full height. And from the outside, they're looking reasonably okay. Yes, so it's sagging, but there is some support there, and we'll sort out all of the angles in a moment.
Yep.
Right, so with it set up like this, it's really easy to do the canopy, front canopy poles. Climb up, it's all a nice height. Put the holes in nicely. Push them through a bit further. Make sure we get it turned the right way. Other side. Let's get a close up in here, because what you want is the two flat sections together, and hook it over, pull it out, and you can tension that. Now do the corners. Into the pocket and in. The corner one in. Loosen it off. This time it's flat side against the pole. Put the hook on. And tension. And you can also tension side to side. Before you do the inside. This side will have the tension in a moment, because the inside it hasn't been done quite as well. Okay, now inside to finish off the tensioning in there. Okay, so starting with the centre pole, put the white band on the foot. Take off that tension, and with your foot on it, extend it till it's nice and tight, and then you know that that one is in the correct position. cone over to the side. Find the white strap. That's nice and tight. Let me go into the corner. Do the other side now, and then we'll start the tension off the side panels. Now this is going to be interesting because of the slope. I'm going to use the lowest of the holes. I'm still going to take it up to full tension. Push that into the corner.
Go.
Right, to tension the side, it's advised that you loosen off the window to take that bit of tension off. You can then push it out as far as it goes and then up again. And into the middle, let's stretch up. Loosen off. Nice and tight. And you can hear from the way the zips are going on, a nice bit of tension there. That's two done. Third one, you go to the end first, I think. Number 3. Number 4. Now, because of the slope and the ground, we're going to have this end, it's going to be slightly higher, pole going upwards into the corner, but nothing we can do about that. But there we go, all nice and tension. I just got to do that canopy pole outside, which I will need the steps for, but I can do that in a moment. So the outside's all done. Now the next stage for me is to peg it out. The extra supports inside can go on last because even in this wind we won't really need them, but I want to make sure everything's ready outside first. So there's a lot of spare canvas, but I think you'll see now that's a pretty good tension on everything. In this breeze it's not flapping, and this end around here where we are a lot lower, you can see the angle, but I'm going to have to put up with that, and I will deal with the pegging out in a moment, but I'm not going to show you the pegging out. That's something that anyone should be able to do. The key thing though is to make sure the corner legs go into the corner seam and pull out as straight as possible after you've pegged at this end. That gives you the tension from the middle, from the main camper through to the corner. And there you have the finished article. 50 minutes to erect and peg out and do the filming at the same time, which did probably take about 10 minutes out of the time because we were making sure things were right. But as you can see, it's nice and tight on the outside. The only bit is here, because of the slope you can't get the tension, but there's nothing you can do about it. There's no additional support that you can add to that, because there's no guide rope, although they are zipped up, unzipped. But there's a bit of a gate there, but say it's just because of the slope. Everything else looks pretty good. There you are. That's how Rose and I put up the awning. Well, mainly me, because Rose was holding the camera and she spends most of the time getting everything else ready. But it can be done. It was a challenge today because of the slope, but we're up as best we can. I'm sure people will make comments about, oh, you could have done it better, but that's the way I do it, and I'm happy with it. We're here for 10 nights. If we've got any issues, we'll deal with them. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, give us a like, and hit the bell notification so you get advance notice of when future releases come out. So thank you very much from Bessie's Travels, from Mike and Rose here, from a sunny Isle of Wight. Wish you well in the future with your outings in your folding campers, whatever they may be, and see you again in the future. Bye.